Welcome to Go Lesson 19, Error Handling. Go uses explicit error returns instead of exceptions. This makes error handling predictable and clear. You will learn errors.New, wrapping, and custom error types. Let us start with error handling basics. In Go, the error type is a built-in interface. Any type with an error method that returns a string is an error. This divide function returns both a result and an error. If dividing by 0, we return an error using errors.New. Otherwise, we return nil to indicate success. Validate age only returns an error, no other value. This is common for functions that only validate. The standard pattern is: call the function, check if error is not nil. If there is an error, handle it, otherwise use the result. For division by 0, the error message explains what went wrong. Let us review the complete code. The output shows successful division and validation error messages. Now let us learn about error wrapping. Error wrapping adds context while preserving the original error. This creates a chain of errors that can be inspected. A Sentinel error is a predefined error value for specific conditions. Error not found is our Sentinel for missing items. Find user wraps the Sentinel error with user ID context. The %w verb in errorf preserves the original error. getProfile adds another layer of context to the error chain. Each layer adds information without losing the root cause. When looking up user 99, the error shows the full chain. Errors.Unwrap reveals the next error in the chain. Let us see the complete code. Notice how the error message includes context from each layer. Now let us see how to check error types with errors.Is. Errors.As checks if an error matches a specific Sentinel error. It works even through wrapped error chains. We define two Sentinel errors: not found and permission denied. Fetch data returns wrapped errors based on the resource name. The switch statement chooses which error to return. Errors.Is returns true if the error chain contains our Sentinel. This works even though the error was wrapped with errorf. We can verify errors.Is detects the correct Sentinel. It returns false for errors that do not match. A common pattern is using switch with errors.Is for handling. Each case handles a specific error type differently. Let us review the complete code. The output shows each resource handled based on its error type. Finally, let us create custom error types. Custom error types can carry additional data beyond a message. Any struct with an error method implements the error interface. Validation error stores the field name and error message. The error method formats the struct as a string. This is all Go needs to treat our struct as an error. validate user returns a validation error for each validation failure. The field name tells us exactly which input was invalid. When validation fails, we get our custom error message. Errors.As extracts the underlying custom type from an error. It puts the value into our variable if the type matches. This lets us access the field and message properties. Let us review the complete code. The output shows our custom error with field-specific details. Let us recap error handling in Go. Use errors.New and fmt.Errorf to create error messages. Wrap errors with %W to preserve the original cause. Check wrapped errors with errors.Is for Sentinel errors. Use errors.As to extract custom error types. Thanks for watching. In the next lesson we cover defer, panic, and recover. Like and subscribe to continue your Go journey.